It almost could have been a cute love story if there wasn't so much cap. This Lil Nas X and 6ix9ine beef doesn't even need to exist, but once again, Tekashi opens his mouth when he shouldn't, and he's paying for it this time. Luckily, this beef isn't nearly as serious as some of what he's gotten into in the past, but it's still pretty funny. Let's dig into the DMs and see what's been popping off. Basically, what happened is that first 6ix9ine made a snide and homophobic comment on a specifically mentioning Lil Nas X. That's not okay. So from there, Lil Nas X hits back at him with what he claims are some DMs he received on Insta from 6ix9ine, which seemed just a little bit flirty. 6ix9ine's response to the whole thing was even crazier. So now we gotta do some digging to get the facts. Rapper Daniel Hernandez, more commonly known as 6ix9ine, has been no stranger to controversy. He's been dragged consistently by everyone on the internet and could very well be the most hated rapper in the game right now. From snitching to being homophobic, he's pretty much done everything someone can do to get on the world's bad side. He's also annoyed tons of other rappers, starting beef all over the place just for clout. This might not be the worst thing he's done, although it feels so nice to see his DMs outing him. Mwah. But what's real here? Is Lil Nas X lying? What's the truth? Lil Nas X, real name Montero Lamar Hill, pretty much took the world by storm. It wasn't just the rap industry his music was affected by. It was pretty much the history of music as we know it. Whether you think Old Town Road was an annoying earworm or it was your spring jam for 2019, the numbers speak for themselves. Not only was it nominated for the Record of the Year category at the Grammys, but it also broke records. The remix with Billy Ray Cyrus is now the highest certified song ever, having gone 14 times platinum. Lil Nas X has also expressed that he's a member of the LGBTQIA community, leading to the SAG-AFTRA giving Old Town Road the Music and Sound Recordings Award for work that exemplifies equal access of LGBTQ and other misrepresented or underrepresented groups. Aside from all the industry jargon, it's also clear that Lil Nas X is a huge inspiration to tons of LGBTQIA kids and teens, especially those of them that create music. He's also big on Twitter, and the dude's definitely got jokes. 6ix9ine, on the other hand, isn't anything close to a role model. Nah. Which is probably a lot of why Nas X curved his ass. Even if Lil Nas X was personally attracted to 6ix9ine, it's not good for his career or his life if he were to link up. Bro just has problems after problem. 6ix9ine dropped Gummo in September 2017, which was a huge underground hit. After that, he released a mixtape called Day 69 the next year. Then, his debut hit, Dummy Boy, came out towards the end of 2018. Critics hated it, but fans said otherwise, getting the sales high enough for the album to go platinum. It probably also helped that he got some big features to pull up, including Kanye West and Bobby Shmurda. While he's still not like mainstream, people know who he is. Most of the time, it's not his music he's known for though. In 2015, he got hit with a charge for a video he posted online and got 4 years probation and 1,000 hours of community service. This event pretty much solidified him as being an awful person for the general public. He was also on some ignorant industry stuff, taking Chief Keef's BM out to the Gucci store just to stir the pot. Definitely not a good look if you're trying to pull another rapper. Then there's the snitching. In 2018, 6ix9ine caught the biggest charge of his life so far. He got hit with racketeering, weapons, and drug charges, proving to fans and haters alike that he really was about that life. Then, for the sake of shaving off some of the time he was staring at, he decided to cop a plea deal. The deal let him snitch in the courtroom for the sake of a shorter sentence. Anyone who knows about this kind of stuff knows he'd probably be better off doing the time. Snitching isn't looked kindly upon, and it's a wonder that 6ix9ine hasn't faced some ops for this. After this, Lil Reese and Lil Durk were pretty upset. That being said, it seems like neither of them really started anything. It was mostly just quiet beef. Just the two of them calling and snitching out. It's likely that at this point, 6ix9ine stays far away from the people he ratted on. That being said, it's also been hinted that 6ix9ine's label is purposely stoking the controversy for hits. He's still only put out one album since he fled the joint. A successful rapper like Lil Nas X is probably gonna do his best to stay away from this guy, like most of the rap game does. In 2020, 6ix9ine released the album Tattletales, which is painfully self-aware. The album featured some pretty big singles, but at the same time, the features were kinda mid. It had production from Akon and a feature from Nicki Minaj. Other than that, it was mostly features from no names and underground rappers. It checks out that a lot of the bigger names from his last album would have dipped when he went looking for features. Enemy also hit it with a 2-star review. So they really not missing out on much good press. A bit of a downgrade for Lil Nas X to cuff if the screen caps were real. Now that we've laid all this groundwork for why exactly 6ix9ine deserves everything he gets when getting exposed, let's get into it. It's obvious that with his reputation, no one really wants a thing to do with the dude. It all started with a homophobic joke that 6ix9ine thought was funny on the gram. There was a post about rectal swabs testing for illness in China, and 6ix9ine thought he had jokes. From there, he replied to it saying, "Lil Nas X has entered the chat," followed by a skull emoji. 6ix9ine figured he was about to get away with a small rude diss referring to Lil Nas X's orientation, but nah though. What followed was pretty much the clapback of the century, up to now anyway. Lil Nas X hit "I'm back" with a couple of screenshots, and people completely lost it. In the screenshots, there were 2 messages to Nas X from 6ix9ine, and they're more than just a little incriminating if they're not fakes. The first one just says, "Yo," which is innocent enough, not much to see there. But the one after says, "Gonna be in your city soon. What you doing? LOL." Followed by an upside down smiley emoji and a heart. Ugh. After hearing about this, fans were immediately shook and took to their computers to figure some stuff out. Did 6ix9ine really try to shoot his shot? Was it before or after he was talking to Mess? His response is shocking at first until you think about it just a little more. 6ix9ine, with an obviously hurt sense of pride, said it's all fake. He dropped the whole video where he says Lil Nas X is just clowning because he thinks it's funny. Not that 6ix9ine was actually sliding into his DMs. He said before this shit even started, we gonna nip this shit in the bud. He then goes to show his Insta, scrolling through a little bit so we know what's real. He points out his account name too. He then points out that they ain't even following each other and his messages with Lil Nas X are empty. But couldn't he have just hit a dirty delete and he's capping for the whole video? Is 6ix9ine being real about the messages being fake, or is he just mad he got left on red? I don't know. But another part of the equation that doesn't add up is that there's a message request at the bottom of the screen. This means that a few things are likely. 6ix9ine either had a message from Lil Nas X to reply to the conversation that happened beforehand, or messaged him to call him out for the post. Either 6ix9ine is trying to save face or he's being legit. But if he was being legit, why wouldn't he just accept the request and show the log to save face? At this point, it's done. There's definitely something going on. Some people might claim that 6ix9ine wasn't trying to slide up anyway. Maybe he was just being friendly. The initial message wasn't that incriminating, but if it's no big deal, why even play like that? Just tell the people what's going on. Maybe you were just trying to chill and make a friend. But if so, why wouldn't you just air it out so people weren't flipping anymore? The evidence is pretty heavy, so honestly, something sus is going on. At the end of the day, it looks like Lil Nas X wouldn't have even aired his dirty laundry with 6ix9ine if there wasn't something going on. They had no beef and hadn't really even been associated with each other before. Once again, it seems like 6ix9ine could have just kept his mouth shut and everything would have been Gucci. But instead, he talks too much. It honestly doesn't even matter. It's 2020. 2021, people. No one cares if he was trying to hook up. The real problem here is that 6ix9ine thought he was slick and he got clapped back at. But what do you think? Who's cap here? Because someone has to be. Who's telling lies? Y'all leave your comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Keep it right here for the latest rap news and gossip. Deuces.